In this video, we're going to discuss the proper way to do a rundown. In this diagram here, we've got a rundown between first and second. The exact same thing that you learned in this video, you can apply for second and third. It's the exact same situation, nothing changes. However, our next diagram will show a rundown between third base and home plate, where that's a little bit different than what you're going to see here. So our basic setup is we got a runner on first. He's taking his lead. Our first baseman is covering the bag. Situation where we could get in a rundown is we pick the guy off at first, and instead of getting back to the bag, he starts taking off. One thing we want to remember, the most important thing is we want to get the runner running full speed. If we get the runner running full speed, most of the time we can just make one good throw and get the guy out, because that's what we want. We want to make one throw, two max, because the more throws we make, the better chance we have of us making a mistake and the runner being safe. So again, first thing, get the runner to full speed so that we can make just one throw. As you're running, you need to have the ball up, and it's just a nice little wrist flip. You're not throwing with a huge throwing motion, and you're not doing a bunch of fakes. You're running full speed with the ball in the air and a nice wrist flip. You'll know when to throw the ball because we should have good communication, and the person you're throwing the ball to, he should call for the ball, and that's when you'll make your throw. So you can see here we got the runner. He's taking off. Shortstop will need to cover second. Pitcher, he's going to need to trail over here so he can be next in line to run the rundown from first base. Second baseman, he's going to get around here and go. Be ready to get in line for second base. Our right fielder's coming in, center fielder's coming in, and left fielder's coming in. So everyone is involved in the rundown. We're just not being spectators out in the outfield. Everyone has a place to be. So once you are running the runner, it's important to know that the first baseman and shortstop, or whoever's going to be doing the rundown, you need to be in line with one another. You want to be able to see the guy face to face right in front of you. You don't want to be on one side and the shortstop be on the other side. That way you have to throw across the runner, and we might hit him, which he'll be safe, and we'll have a missed opportunity to get him out. So make sure you're lined up on the same side. Once you're running full speed and you make your throw, to receive the throw, you want to take a step to the ball, and once you make that throw, you want to peel off and continue and follow your throw and get in line at second base. So follow your throw, peel off, don't peel off, follow your throw and get in line at the base. In this example of a rundown, we have a rundown happening between home plate and third base. This is going to be a little bit different to where if we get the ball to our third baseman, we don't want to run him towards home plate. If we run him towards home plate and we make a bad throw or something happens, something goes wrong, then he's going to easily score. So instead of chasing after him, what we want at third base, he receives the ball and he starts coming home, is we want to turn and make a throw immediately to home plate to force him back to third base. If the end result is him back at third base, that's okay. That's better than him scoring. So if we can't get the out, next best thing is to have him back at third base where he started. So again, our catcher's going to need to come out so we have a clear line of sight. Don't want to throw across the runner. As soon as he catches it, the runner takes off. We throw to home plate. We receive the catch. And then we run the runner back. Want to get him going full speed. That same thing applies, going full speed. Having the ball up in the air, ready to call the ball. Once they call the ball, you get a nice little flip. Again, we don't want any mistakes here because then it'll be an easy score for him. So if you don't have to throw it or it's not a clear out that we're going to get, then we just want to make sure he gets back to third base. We don't want to make a mistake that has him scoring and give up an easy run. So again, we want to run him all the way back to the base, getting full speed. We don't want to make a long throw back to third because that's unnecessary and most likely will lead to an error or something crazy happening, which will lead to a run. So that's what it looks like with a rundown between home and third. Again, we have everyone else is involved. So first, for a pitcher, he's going to have to come down to help cover third or home plate. Left field's going to come in and get in line for third base. First base can come in to cover home plate if we need it, and shortstop can even come over and get behind third base. So we make sure we have enough people involved in the rundown. Again, we only want to make 1-2 throws max here because that first throw was really cutting them off from scoring. So 2 throws max here. And again, as you run him back and you make your throw, follow your throw, and get back in line.
Oh,